This Hooters girl is out here making $4,000 a week. Now that's some pretty crazy stuff, right? I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to be making per week, right? So what? Hold on. Let's just do this quickly. So there's 52 weeks in a year times 4,000. So what? $208,000 a year from working at Hooters? That's some pretty darn good money. Let's check this out.
All right, it's Wednesday. Money count 100, 200, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 300, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 400, 20, 25, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4:31 on a Wednesday. I was supposed to work till 11. I got caught at 9 because it was really slow again.
Okay. So Slingin' Chicken is making her some serious bread, raking in nearly $4,000 in tips on a given week. One smoking hot Hooters waitress, according to this article, is virally bragging about earning a lawyer's hourly wage as an undergraduate student. By the way, this kind of reminds me of like the whole like Twitch stream kind of like situation type of stuff where there's a whole bunch of ladies that stream on Twitch that literally basically make this type of money for live streaming by guys who basically simp over them, which is interesting because like as like a side story, right? I randomly stumbled upon this one guy who was playing like League of Legends or StarCraft or something. It was a long time ago. But I was just like watching this like VOD, which is like basically a recorded video of their live stream. And in like a 5 minute time span, this dude who's just playing this game made a few $100s. I'm talking like 400, $500 in a few minutes, right? But these ladies on these live streams that are probably doing potentially nothing, or maybe they're doing something, whatever, are potentially making thousands upon thousands of dollars with tips, right? People just giving them money. So it's just a crazy thing. So Hooters is the best job to have while in college ever. No one can tell me otherwise, insisted Jonah Mustafaraj, 22, based in Massachusetts, in the caption of her money centric TikTok clip. By the way, you know what's kind of crazy too? If you stumble upon this, this girl is going to get probably viral, right? Is got viral because of how much money she got paid by basically probably guys simping over her in person. If she created something like the whole OnlyFans thing or some sort of like private thing or started live streaming, she could probably make way more money on a monthly basis than what she's doing here, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. So, in the video, which was shared in late January and has since stacked more than a staggering 708,000 views, the Bosomy Blonde, basically a girl that has like big tatas, showcased the cold hard cash she'd collected from generous Hooters habituates at the end of each night of a 7-day work week. I made $320 on a slow Monday, said Musta Faraj after counting out the palmfuls of 50s, 20s, 10s, and singles she accumulated in gratuity while waitressing. Working behind the bar the next day, a very, very slow Tuesday night, earned the server Siren an additional $436. She went on to line her piggy bank with another $431 while waitressing on Wednesday, $650 during her shift Thursday, $514 on Friday, $820 as a Saturday night bartender. Musta Faraj closed out the week with a $601 pull Sunday. That total was $3,772 in 1 week. She boasted in the caption of her video. And her eye popping earnings sent money hungry digital audiences drooling. You're literally making me want to work at Hooters, penned one commenter with a piqued interest. Making almost $150,000 a year average must be nice living on peaceful mode, wrote an equally impressed Mathwiz. Other viewers threatened to leave their current jobs to serve up chicken and beer alongside Mustafa Raj. Meanwhile, I make $55 for my 5 hour shift at a grocery store working produce, groaned a spectator. Where in Massachusetts do you work? I need a new serving job, and I will dead a quit my job right now and come without another. The thing is that people need to understand just because someone is able to do something does not mean that you are able to do what they are doing, right? She might have certain genetic attributes that allow her to maybe make more money than another person. Now, there was like I think a viral TikToker who basically kind of like exposed how if you are not genetically gifted as a female in these types of positions, you could basically fake it and still make a lot of money per day. But still, let's see. In a subsequent post, Mustafa Faraj urged fans not to jump ship from their 9 to 5 post. Instead, the vixen explained that she's worked at the same Hooters location for 4 years and credits her charismatic disposition with aiding her in scoring bigger tips than the average Hooters girl. Musa Faraj also explained that most of her huge handouts come from regular customers. Now, this one I could definitely understand because it's kind of the same thing with the whole Twitch stream type of situation with some of those ladies on there, or even some of the guys on Twitch as well, where they basically feel like they have like a personal relationship with you, even though they don't really know you. Like they're not really your friend, but they feel so comfortable with you that they're more willing to like kind of like rub your back in a way or scratch your back. To all the girls saying, I'm going to drop out of school or I'm leaving my job and I'm working at Hooters, it's my dream job. No, she exclaimed, don't do any of that. Not everyone makes this amount of money, Mr. Faraj confessed, and not every day is the same. So here's the thing I do like her statement right here that not everyone makes this type of money and not every day is the same because there's a lot of variety in something like this, right? Regardless if she has regulars or not, think about it. If you're working a job that is pretty much heavily dependent on how much money people are willing to give you, that is a pretty big issue. Because one month you might make 10 grand. The next month you might make only like 500 bucks. Like that's a big variety. Let's see some of these comments. Most lawyers' income increase as they age. You will become a target if you tell people how much money you're making. Sorry, she is neither cute nor sexy. Bleh. That means she's earning money by taking advantage of lonely men who think she likes them and go home and dream about her. Watch this South Park episode called Raisins to learn how that works. Interesting. Now, I don't really know if she's like taking advantage of people, but there's probably some guys, some of her regulars that probably like to conversate with her and probably feel a little bit happier communicating with her. She is foolish to go posting this online. She is just begging for the IRS to come sniffing around and audit her for the back taxes and penalties she probably owes. I'm glad she makes so much money, but boasting about it and online is not the smartest thing to do. Interesting. Why would you tell people how much cash you have in your pocket every night? Why would you flash money for people to see? Yeah, it's not really a smart thing, but she's definitely making a good amount of money, which is pretty impressive. Interesting. Feel free to give your thoughts on this. One thing's for sure, what she needs to do is use this money to increase her income, like her income capabilities. Because if she's relying on this for like her lifetime career, which she probably isn't, like you should definitely use that money to really improve your situation. So I mean, 4K coming in every single week, potentially on average, is a really amazing thing.